So why do we care about this? The sun's UV rays, they do help generate some of that serotonin for us. We are looking at the serotonin then helping with vitamin D. High levels of vitamin D promote that higher level of serotonin, which is known as that happy hormone. So with less time in the sun, like we typically enjoy during the summer, some of us are affected by SAD, or seasonal affective disorder. So we now continue our all-week special, the ABCs of Back to School, with more on SAD and how to look for it in our kids. In the studio this morning, I'm joined by Jennifer Manders-Robertson and Emily Short. Now, explain to us a little more about SAD. Let's start with the basics. What is it exactly, and how can we recognize it in our children?
So seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, is a condition by the absence of light. As light dwindles down, it's usually around, the autumn months, our children are affected. Roughly 3% of our children ages 9 to 17 are affected by SAD, according to Dr. Robert Broughton. I can't think his name.
That's okay. That's okay.
He's a psychiatrist in Maryland.
So when children are affected by seasonal affective disorder and as they're transitioning back to the school season, it can really impact their functioning in the school. So it's important to help establish routines with our children, morning routines, evening routines. So up at the same time, going to bed at the same time, having dinner at the same time. When does homework happen? Get your child outdoors. Take advantage of what sunlight is left in the day to help decrease that symptomology. If you're concerned about how your child is doing, certainly you can reach out to professionals in the community. Samaritas offers a wide variety of services. We do have a behavioral health service that's available in this area, and more information can be found on our website on how to access our services or to call for questions if you're concerned about your child.
What are some key things that people should look for in their kids, but even also in ourselves?
Our kids would normally show the symptoms like overeating, oversleeping, not being really engaged in activities that they really enjoy, not being able to be with their friends a lot.
Okay, and is this something that we really should be looking at to see a doctor for? You recommended looking at some tips on the website as well, but when do we make that call that, okay, I need to go and see a professional?
I think it's normal for our children to struggle a little bit with the adjustment back to school. They're excited to see their friends, not maybe so excited about going to classes depending on their age. But when you're seeing it to start interfere with their daily routine or their success in school or in relationships, and you're just not finding a way to help your child improve, then it's time to reach out. You can call your pediatrician or even reach out to a mental health provider.
And you mentioned having that schedule, making sure that they still get out after school, get a little bit of sunshine. Any other tips for really kind of establishing that back to school good transition?
I think establishing, getting your child into activities, keeping them active, not really letting them come home and crash for the rest of the afternoon or evening, keeping them moving.
All right. I want to thank you both for being here. This was fantastic, very informative. Thanks for sitting down with us. We have special guests coming in all week for the ABCs of Back to School with tips, reminders, and more when it comes to getting your kids to and from school safely and setting them up for success. All the stories are, of course, posted online at abc12.com. Time now is 5:22.